A pleasant day once again. This is Paula of Philippine Franchise Association. Again, allow me to welcome everyone to our last run of how to invest in the right franchise webinar. Under Virtual Franchise Expo 2020, we encourage you to visit our ongoing Virtual Franchise Expo after this webinar, as this is the last day of our expo. Before we proceed to our webinar, allow me to take this opportunity to greet our viewers on Facebook page as well. Please join us in the discussion later by dropping your questions in the comment section. So as Christmas and New Year's fast approaching, I am sure that our participants are all looking forward to explore the available franchise opportunities in the market. But before we begin, let us offer a short prayer to ask for guidance as we face the new normal. Let us put ourselves to the presence of the Lord and remember that God is always with us. Let us all pray. Almighty God and Father, we thank you for gathering us virtually today for our webinar on how to invest in the right franchise. Look kindly on our hopes and aspirations and bless the work of our hands so that our labors will bear good fruit and will be of service to our neighbors. We pray that this activity will be an avenue for new opportunities, not only to our presenters, but also to our attendees. We also pray that we will learn to always seek your will and your plans for us, as we know that our Father, your plans is always bigger than our plans. And lastly, we pray that you guide us out of this crisis and become better persons in doing our fair share to make this world a better place. All these we pray, trusting in your providence and mercy. Amen. Let's now proceed on reminding everyone on our house rules. First thing first, please ensure a stable internet connection for better viewing experience of the webinar. Kindly ask your questions related to the presentation through the Q&A box located at the lower portion of your screen. For requests for presentations, kindly take screenshots using your devices to capture the slides. Or you may watch the replay of how to invest in the right franchise webinar on our Facebook and YouTube page. Should the presentation be too large or too small on your screen, kindly adjust and view options found at the top portion of your screen. You may opt for fit to screen or view side by side. If you want more information about certain brands, kindly leave your contact details in the chat box with your name, email, mobile number, and the name of the brand that you are interested in. For those who would like to request for an e-certificate, kindly send us an email at info@pfa.org.ph and please indicate your full name, company or organization, and the reason for requesting the certificate. We encourage everyone to please use your social media accounts to post your comments and even suggestions about how to invest in the right franchise webinar by using the hashtag #BeTheBoss or hashtag Virtual Franchise Expo 2020. And let's practice and observe respectful comments and refrain from using offensive language in the chat box. Before we end, we would like to encourage everyone to participate in our short survey to know which brands you would like to get in touch with. Moreover, we would like to inform you that by joining the poll later, you agree to share your email, name, and contact number to our presenters. This will help them contact you for their franchise packages. And also, please follow us on our social media accounts at PFA at Philippine Franchise Association and PFA website at www.pfa.org.ph. So let's continue this. At this juncture, we are fortunate to have our Vice Chairman of PFA, Dr. Binx Limhoco, to give her welcome remarks and session overview. We also have our research speaker, who is currently the Operations Consultant of FranX Philippines, Mr. Dennis Santana, to share his experiences and advice on wise franchise investment. And later, we will hear from our PFA members, Minute Burger, Gaslight, Famous Belgian Waffle, U Franchise Sales and Management, LT&G Credit Line, and Say5 Laundromat about their franchise packages and learn more on how they move forward and embrace the changes brought by the pandemic. We also have this morning a special presentation from PLDT and BPI on their services anew to the better normal. So let's get this started to formally welcome everyone on today's webinar and to give a session overview. It is with great honor to introduce a distinguished leader and one of the most prominent names in the Philippine franchising sector. She holds key positions on various organizations, such as the current chairman of the Philippine Chamber of Commerce and Industry, and the vice chairman of the Philippine Retailers Association, and the vice chair of FranX Publishing Group. She is a multi-awarded leader and recognized as the mother of Philippine franchising. Our distinguished speaker is behind the success of some big brands in franchising such as Potato Corner, the Generics Pharmacy, Bench, Pen Shop, Turk Shawarma, and among others. Let us now give our warmest welcome to the Vice Chairman of the Philippine Franchise Association, Dr. Bing Sibal Limhoco, CFE.
Thank you, Paula. A great day to all our presenters, participants, to our Facebook Live viewers, and of course, to each and every one of you. On behalf of the Board of Trustees and officers of the Philippine Franchise Association, it is my privilege and pleasure to welcome everyone to this How to Invest in the Right Franchise webinar of PFA's Year-Ender Virtual Franchise Expo. I hope that you and your family are all safe and in the best of health. In the past few months, we have seen the business sector gradually recovering as some of the quarantine restrictions were lifted. Various health protocols were put in place to establish a safe and enabling environment of all of us. And at present, talks about the vaccines being available to our country, hopefully by next year, the second quarter, about April, May, something like that, is becoming a reality. We know that a lot has happened this year, very challenging year, and we are slowly seeing the silver lining that we all have been waiting for. Amidst all these adversaries, there were underlying opportunities that the business sector were able to grasp and navigate. Most entrepreneurs, especially in the franchising sector, have adopted and innovated new strategies and business plans in order for their businesses to strive and survive in these trying times. The franchising sector was affected, but we admire the spirit of camaraderie that the franchisors and franchisees showed. Because as we always say it here in PFA, franchising is a business for yourself, but not by yourself. That is why it is important to choose a trusted brand. It's hand-in-hand relationship in franchising. We believe that franchising could be the perfect opportunity for you to turn your entrepreneurial dreams into a reality because you don't need to start from scratch anymore. Because franchising follows a system, and most importantly, you will be guided and supported by your franchisor, which will make it easier for an aspiring entrepreneur like you. And not just that, you will be able to create job opportunities to our fellow Filipinos whose employment has been affected by the crisis. Moreover, we are doing seminars like this to educate the public on wise franchise investment and avoid getting involved into the fly-by-night franchise concepts. After this webinar, You may browse on our virtual expo for various franchise brands that are fitted for you on your interest and investment level. The franchise, the virtual franchise Expo 2020 will be open until tonight. So grab the opportunity to browse through our participating brands and get in touch with that brand that you have been eyeing on. As I close, I want to congratulate everyone attending this webinar as you have already taken the first step in our journey to become your own boss. I'm urging you to take this opportunity to listen and learn from our esteemed speakers as they share their knowledge and expertise about the different benefits and advantages of franchising and how they stay afloat during this time of crisis. This may help you find the right brand and be wise in investing your hard earned resources. I hope that you will stay until the end of this webinar, and I am sure you will learn so much. All the stories here are so inspiring. Many of them just started micro, and look at them now. They're small or medium, and they are overseas. Let us keep the Bayanihan spirit and continue to be safe. Wishing you and your families a blessed Christmas and definitely a better 2021 when the golden age of franchising is going to start until 2025. Salamat po.
Thank you, Ma'am Bing. Let's proceed now to the session overview.
The session overview is first to educate the public on wise franchise investment, to encourage entrepreneurship through franchising. This is organized by the Philippine Franchise Association. What is franchising? It is the power of growing one to many by duplicating a successful business. Very important here is duplicating a successful business. Unfortunately, there are many brands who have not been successful yet and they start franchising. And this is where the trouble comes in. So make sure it is successful. And the best way to find out is to check with the Philippine Franchise Association. It creates thousands of entrepreneurs and definitely creates millions of jobs. This is the powerful tool for economic development. When we started franchising in 1995 with Mr. Sammy Lim, this has been our goal and it has worked. And we have definitely developed many entrepreneurs and generated millions of jobs. And we want you to continue generating more jobs. Let me tell you about PFA. We were founded in 1995, the pioneer franchise association in the country. Our members include country's biggest franchises, and 63% of our members are micro, small, and medium enterprises. They will always say, oh, PFA is for the big boys. Excuse me, they were micro once upon a time. It is a voluntary, self-regulatory governing body, the only internationally recognized franchise association in the world. We are the voice of the Philippine franchise sector. Members of the PFA covers the conduct of sales of franchise by PFA members. Our objective is to establish uniform standards to conduct and to govern franchise relationships and to develop a set of principles to govern the business and legal relationships of legitimate franchisors and franchisees, and to promote self regulation of the franchising sector. This is why we are able to grow franchising in the Philippines. As a matter of fact, we are the franchise hub in Asia. It's because we do not have franchise laws in the Philippines. And we do our best in speaking to government that please let franchising grow because it has really developed many entrepreneurs and created millions of jobs. So before there was PFA, there were only foreign and large enterprises, but with PFA, franchising was introduced to the micro, small, and medium enterprises. The average growth is about 2 franchise a year, but this has definitely grown, huh? I have to revise this. At that time, I'm sorry, at that time, but now we have more than 62 franchise a year. Can you imagine the growth? And there's lack of public awareness. Do you know when we first had our first annual franchise show, sometime in 1995, the Department of Trade and Industry sent somebody from LTFRB. Can you imagine? So he said, I don't know what I'm doing here. So we also told him, yes, we don't know what you are doing here. So what can we do? They did not know what franchising was. Now, franchising has become a preferred investment option. Just talk about franchising and they all know about it. So I want to introduce you to the program today, which is how to invest in the right franchise. And we will present franchise packages of PFA members. Then after that, there will be a question and answer session. We hope you will stay. This is going to be very fruitful, and this is how they all started. Let me tell you, in 1998, after the Asian financial crisis, there were, there were many retrenched, retired, and overseas Filipinos that came and they did not find any jobs and they went into franchising. And now maybe they started 10 people with one brand and now they have more than 20 brands. And gosh, before their cars were probably a Bantam car. And now only Lexus and Land Cruiser at pagolf-golf na lang sila through franchising. And I can introduce them to you. Maraming salamat po.
Thank you very much, Ma'am Bing, for welcoming our participants and for bolstering their confidence to invest amidst the new normal. In the meantime, may we take this opportunity to request all our speakers and presenters to open their camera for a group pictorial before we proceed with the program.
There you go. Thank you so much, sir.
Hi, Ma'am Bing.
Hello, Marco. He is one of the successful franchisors in the country, in now going abroad.
Yes. Okay.
God bless.
Thank you po.
Smile now for the camera in 1, 2, 3. Okay, another one for safekeeping. 1, 2, 3. Thank you so much, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you again, Ma'am Bing. Moving
Thank
forward
you.
with our program, we are pleased to introduce this morning's resource speaker. He's a graduate of BS Food Technology in the University of the Philippines in Diliman, Quezon City. Prior to his engagement with FranCorp, he has more than he has more than 10 years of combined work experience from Max's Group Incorporated, handling brands such as Max's Restaurant, Yellow Cab, Krispy Kreme, and for that, he gained knowledge and expertise working in different fields such as quality assurance, training as a franchise operations manager for its Middle East operations. He also worked in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia as a job contractor for Saudi Aramco, handling food service operations in the company's Community Services Division. Ladies and gentlemen, we are proud to introduce the operations consultant of FranCorp Philippines, Mr. Denny Centeno.
Good morning. Thank you, Ms. Kat, for that introduction. Can you hear me well?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Again, I'm Dennis Centeno, so I'm part of FranCorp Philippines. So what we do is we help business owners create their franchise program to be their future franchisors. And part of it is making sure that you, our listeners, or our future franchisees would benefit from this franchise system. So to start with, as mentioned by Ma'am Bing a while ago, franchising gives you the opportunity to become your own boss. So kumbaga, you build your own dream. So franchising gives you that opportunity to build your own dream. And why is it wise to get a franchise? So next slide will show that through time, as you can see, franchising gives you a higher success rate than traditional retail or setting up your own business. So as you can see, franchising gives you 90% success rate over the traditional retail or traditional business that gives you only about 25%. What are these traditional businesses? So instead of putting up your own restaurant or putting up your own transport service that the next slide will show you, such as your own taxi or getting a Grab or putting up your own retail store or sari-sari store. Franchising gives you the opportunity, as I've mentioned, to become your own boss. And why is this so? So what are the advantages to you as the would-be franchisor? There are two advantages. Number one is use of name, and number two is use of system. So for use of name, ano ba yung ibig sabihin yan? So because the franchisor has been in the business for several years already, so kumbaga you're banking on the on the brand equity and the brand value that the company has created through time. So if you open your business in your certain area, kumbaga you rely on the name na accompanied by that trademark or by that company. So kumbaga it would be an advantage for you kasi you won't need to introduce your own brand to that area already because people are aware already of that brand. People have already encountered that brand before. So kumbaga mas madali for you to introduce that brand or that store in your area. Number two, use of system. So kumbaga, you're relying also on the proven systems and procedures already created by the franchisors. So kumbaga, they were able to do trial and error already. There are already less mistakes. So kumbaga, you won't need to undergo those mistakes and trial and error already. There's also an operations manual that will guide you in how to operate your store or your branch, which is very helpful for you in terms of starting up or setting up your business. And of course, there's a defined product and service. Kasi nga, yung franchisor took the time, several years already of creating those products and what would be the best service that would fit their brand. So, kumbaga, when you get their franchise, those products and services are also given to you. And there's also continuous research and development. So kumbaga, that's an additional support service that the franchisor gives you to continually do research and development to introduce new products, new systems, and new services that would benefit the franchise network. You also rely on the store design and merchandising guidelines that will be given by the franchisor. So kumbaga, hindi ka na mag-isip kung anong magandang store design, ano bang magandang merchandising guidelines that would help your store kasi your franchisor already did that for you. And also, you rely on the marketing campaigns that will be provided for you by your franchisor. Kasi those marketing campaigns would not only benefit yung mga company-owned stores, but also the entire franchise networks. So the billboards you see along EDSA, the commercials you see on TV, or even on the social media pages, those all are marketing campaigns that would benefit the franchise network. And other support services that would in turn make sure that the business you would get from the franchisor would be a success. Next slide, please. So what is expected from you as the would-be franchisees, or what you bring to the table? So meron tayong tatlong categories dyan. We have money, time, and people. So let's start with money. Of course, this is still a franchise business. So what is expected from you is, number one, franchise fee. Kumbaga, ito yung initial payment that you will give to the franchisor for you to be allowed to use the name and the system of the franchisor. Then you're also the one who will, kumbaga, set up the capital in establishing your unit, whether it be the construction, initial inventory, initial furniture and fixtures. So all of those, syempre ikaw ang in charge dyan. Then there's also mga periodic fees involved, like royalties and advertising fees. So yung royalties, you pay that certain portion perhaps of your gross sales or a fixed amount. The same with advertising fee. Those fees, yung royalty, you pay for the franchisor for the continuous support that they will give you. And yung advertising fee naman, pag pinul yung mga fees na yan, that will allow you to create, yun nga, as I mentioned, mga marketing campaigns that would benefit the entire franchise network. Then also, regularly, of course, you would get yung mga proprietary products from the franchisor. So aside from the initial proprietary products that the franchisor will provide you, syempre to keep the business afloat, may mga regular or monthly proprietary products na kailangan kunin pa rin from the franchisor. There are also risks, pero as I mentioned a while ago, these are managed risks kasi those risks were already experienced by the franchisor. So kumbaga, on your end, less na yung mga risks na yan. The second one is time. So what is expected from you is active management. Syempre, since you're the one who will get this franchise, the franchisor expects you to be on top of your business. Kumbaga, alam mo yung ins and outs of the business. Whatever questions being asked to you, dapat you know about inventory, about your customer service, about your cost of goods, about your expenses. You would know that. And also financial and operational responsibility. It doesn't mean na when you get the franchise already, iiwan mo na yan, tatakbo na yan mag-isa. That's a misconception. So when you get the franchise, make sure na you're on top of the finances, even on top of the operations. And there's also should be a long-term plan. Kasi you're there for the long haul. So depende dun sa franchise agreement that you'll sign with your franchisor. So it would be a long-term plan. So aside from the guidance that will be given by the franchisor, you yourself as a franchisee should have a long-term plan. Kasi you'll be able to know yung uniqueness and peculiarities ng branch mo. So you should define kung ano yung plan or business plan that is appropriate for your business. And number 3, people. So you bank not just on your personal skills and abilities, but eventually you hire your own employees. So you bank on the skills and abilities of those employees also, and you need to comply to the system set by the franchisor. And in turn, syempre, you need to promote your branch or your brand in your local sphere or sphere of influence or your local network. Next slide, please. So ano naman yung support that you would expect from your franchisor? So meron tayong dalawang category. One is the opening support, and number two is the ongoing support. So for opening support, nandyan ang site evaluation, site approval, kasi syempre the franchisor knows the best location for their brand, for your brand, so they would give you guidance on that. Yung tinatawag natin turnkey, because they would be other franchisors would be in charge of the actual construction, providing the materials for construction, the equipment, furniture and fixtures, initial inventory. So what you'll do na lang, as the name implies, turnkey. Kumbaga, buo na siyang ibibigay sa'yo. Then the initial training, syempre, you need to know how to operate the business. So the franchisor would provide the initial training, whether it be for a certain number of people, for a certain number of days. So the franchisor would be, kumbaga, very clear about that dun sa initial training na ipoprovide niya sa'yo. Then initial setup. Syempre, leading to the opening of the stores, there are certain things to be done. So the franchisor would provide support days leading to the opening of the store, may provide support also on the actual opening, and also provide support also days after you open the store para kumbaga there's smooth transition from the opening of the store to you actual operating the branch. And for ongoing supports, there would be visits and consultations kasi hindi naman pag nabuksan mo na yung branch mo, iiwan ka na ng franchisor. Syempre, you would also need their guidance in how to operate the business. So, merong regular visits and consultations either monthly, quarterly, whether it be face-to-face or Zoom meetings, emails, calls. So those are the consultations you would expect from your franchisor. And as I mentioned a while ago, ongoing research and development. Syempre, there are certain products na you need to do or you need to launch para maging makasabay tayo sa trends and kung ano man yung updates na nangyayari sa environment. So the franchisor will provide that for you. Ongoing training, syempre kung may new systems, new products na introduce, we need new training for that. And also new marketing campaigns, as I've mentioned a while ago. So we rely on the marketing campaigns to make sure people will get to know about the brand. So those are ongoing support. Next slide, please. So aside from that, syempre you're gonna think about the advantages. Pero syempre, aside from the advantages, meron ding possible challenges in franchising. So number one, consistently follow the company standards and system. Because there's a set system already na proven and standards that were already established. So you as the franchisee, you need to follow those standards and systems. So kumbaga kung yung personality mo, medyo mahilig ka mag-challenge ng system, or you're very innovative or very creative, possibly franchising is not the way to go for you. Then there's territorial restrictions. Because as you expand, as the franchisor expands several branches, there might be territorial restrictions. There might be another franchise or another store that might open near you, pero may mga ano naman yan, may mga provisions naman yan. Whether it be the number of populations required na pwede mag-open ng another store near you. So all of those things, you need to be clear with your franchisor. Like ano ba yung territorial restrictions accompanied dun sa franchise na kukunin nyo. Then false expectations. As I mentioned a while ago, getting a franchise business is a 90% success rate. Pero it's not an instant success. Syempre, you need to be on top of your business. Also, you need to manage your business well for you to be able to reach success. So yun nga na-mention ko a while ago, hindi porket nakuha mo na yung franchise, iniwanan mo na yan, tatakbo na siya mag-isa. So you need to be on top of that business also for you to be able to reach success that you want and the franchisor wants for you as well. Next slide, please. So if you feel that franchising is for you, ano yung mga next steps na kailangan yung gawin? So those listeners right now, so ito yung mga quick assessment na pwede nyo gawin. Number one, your investment, ano ba yung budget na gusto nyong i-allocate for the franchise business? Because several concepts would require several investments. So tignan nyo kung ano yung budget nyo para mag-fit yung concept na pwede dun sa budget nyo. Tignan nyo rin kung ano yung passion and skill nyo. Sinasabi nga nila, it's a cliche, pero if you love what you do, if you're passionate about it, mas mataas yung rate of success for that one. Number three, can you find locations? Because a lot of franchisor would require you to provide location na tinitignan nyo or inaay nyo. So, tanungin nyo sa sarili nyo, is there a location already na you're eyeing into na you could somehow provide that to the franchisor for them to assess or to check if that location is viable for that concept or for that brand? And were you able to experience already the brand itself, or may mga locations ba near you na na-experience yun na yung franchisor? And the last one is, do you have time to manage your business? Because what we want nga is active participation or active management in the franchise. And what other things you need to do? So ano ba yung mga due diligence na kailangan yung gawin? Number one is you can visit the franchisor kung saan man yung head office nila, talk to their team, get the feel of their people, their team. Sa tingin nyo ba, magja-jive kayo dun sa personality ng franchisor? The goals ba ng franchisor fits your goals as well? Ask about the training and support. So yung na-mention ko kanina na pre-opening training, pre-opening support, and ongoing support. Ask about those things. Then when they present to you, study the financial projections. Tignan nyo yung return on investment, ano yung potential ng business. If you're not familiar about mga finances, you can seek help ng mga accountants or friends na medyo familiar about those things before you sign up the franchise agreement. Check IPO registrations. So as I mentioned a while ago, it's very critical na in franchising, you are allowed to use the trademark or the name of the franchisor or of the business. So make sure that the franchisor or the company owns that trademark. Kasi mahirap naman, nakuha nyo na yung franchise, umaandar na, then biglang may mag-claim na sila yung may-ari nung that brand. So it's very critical to check IPO registrations or if the company owns that trademark or brand name. Then lastly, of course, very critical is review the franchise agreement. So yung franchise agreement, typically it's long pages. So kung nahihirapan kayo to review it, again, aside from seeking help from an accountant, seek help also from a friend lawyer para to guide you with regards to the franchise agreement. Next slide. So again, what key questions to ask? So who are your customers and why do they choose your brand? For you to get familiar about the company, about the franchisor. Ask nyo ano ba yung right location for that brand? Is the location you're suggesting right for that concept? Kanina na-mention natin, what is the investment? Ano yung return on investment? Ano yung potential ng investment ko? Ano yung support program ng franchisor? And as Ma'am Bing mentioned a while ago, because PFA monitors a lot of franchise businesses, is this company or is this brand member of PFA? Next slide, please. So when you get the franchise already, so how to become a successful franchisee? So number one, since there's a set of standards and systems already, be a good follower. Number two, create a business plan. Kahit may guidance yung franchisor nyo, since you know the locality, your area, you need to create your business plan that is unique for your store or for your unit. Again, reminder again, be a hands-on manager. You must know the ins and outs of your business. Manage your finances. So kung ano lang dapat yung mga expenses in operating your business, dapat yun lang yung pinapasok nyo. Other unnecessary expenses, dapat hindi kasama doon sa financials nyo. Always market your store to your network and local sphere of influence to be able to reach wider customers or wider target market, and be willing to share best practices with the franchisor and your co-franchisees. Kasi yung best practices would benefit the entire franchise network. Next slide, please. At the end of the day, what we want to do is for you to be in a business, not for yourself, but not by yourself, because you rely and bank on the franchisor's experience, system, and expertise. Syempre, at the end of the day, what we want to do is to build your own dreams and be your own boss. Thank you very much for listening. Hope you got several information from my talk. Back to you, Miss Kat and Miss Paula.
Thank you so much, Mr. Santana, for sharing an insightful and comprehensive presentation on the benefits of franchising and the salient points in analyzing a good franchise business opportunity. For our participants, I'm sure you have questions for Mr. Santana. Kindly write them at the Q&A tab below, which we will ask them later in the Q&A portion. So Mr. Santana will be staying until the end of the webinar. Moving on to our franchise brand presentations, our first presenter is from the company who has been serving customers with delicious and affordable products for more than 30 years. They believe in always providing their customers with affordable and quality products, which are served in clean and well-made stores. To talk more about it, their brand, we are pleased to introduce the area business manager of Minute Burger, Miss MJ Tumpag. Miss MJ.
Okay, so good morning, everyone. Good morning, PFA, to my co-presenters, and to all the attendees of this webinar entitled How to Invest in the Right Franchise. So I am Miss MJ, the Area Business Development Manager for Minute Burger in Iloilo and Negros Occidental provinces. So to all Ilonggos and Negrenses watching, so maayong adlaw sa inyo nga tanan. I will be presenting who is Minute Burger, what support we extend to our franchisees, and of course the promo packages that we offer. So let me start. Who is Minute Burger? So Minute Burger is the food service division of Leslie Corporation with its famous flagship product, the Clover Chips. So we are an established food manufacturer for 38 years now, and we started Minute Burger in 1982. We also began offering franchising in 2003. And just last year, Leslie Corporation launched its another line of food brand, the Barbecue Bob, which offers a grilled chicken and other barbecue products. Next slide, ma'am, please. Okay, so why choose a Minute Burger? So Minute Burger is an established and trusted, well-known brand for over 17 years in the franchising industry. So we have 600 stores nationwide, and we are still growing, backed by a strong support system and, of course, a resilient business model. So we also have a wide variety of products that offers buy one, take one sandwiches, which suits the budget of our major consumers. Also, we have a solid franchise support and business system, such as site validation assistance, brand marketing support on national campaigns and local store marketing, training assistance for our franchisees and their food handlers, store operation support, research and development for our new product innovations, and of course, commissary and logistics support. So in Minute Burger, we already have a table of calculated return of investment within 18 to 24 months. And once you become a Minute Burger franchisee, we will ensure you of a continuous training, of course, to achieve a business success and personal growth as our franchisees. Next slide, ma'am, please. So adapting to the new normal, how did Minute Burger adapted to the new normal caused by this pandemic? So for us, Minute Burger has given so much value to our existing franchisees by simply being delivery ready through quick and successful transition to online ordering and online delivery platforms. So kasi before, we don't have delivery yet, but just in time, before the pandemic, we are on the process of transitioning. That's why kahit na umabot na sa mga quarantine periods, na-transition namin quickly yung mga stores namin into delivery platforms. So it helped our franchisees to continue to operate even though medyo may mga restrictions na nilagay yung government units natin. Also, we have transformed our processes to adapt to the new safety standards required by our LGUs, especially in terms of interacting with other people. And even during the height of the quarantine period, Minute Burger stores has continuously been operating all throughout in accordance to the LGU ordinances. Next slide, ma'am. So here for this one, as a way of helping our new franchise applicants, we have launched a lower investment cost by introducing our new economized franchise packages. So this started from June 1. Nung medyo naging maluwag na siya, nag-launch kami ng mas mababang investment for our interested franchise applicants. So starting at 190,000 initial investment, we have here first the budget package, wherein you are licensed to operate 2 Minute Burger Junior stores. Second is the dual package starting at 240,000 initial investment, wherein you are licensed to operate 1 Minute Burger full store and 1 Minute Burger Junior store. And lastly, our Sulit package with 290,000 initial investment, wherein you are licensed to operate 2 Minute Burger full stores. So these packages include buy one, take one franchise fee, processing fee, and stock bond. So the franchise term of these packages is 4 years and renewable. So this promo will only be until December 31 of 2020. So for those interested, for those viewers right now na gustong mag-venture into franchising with Minute Burger, now is the right time to grab this opportunity. So later on, please don't forget to visit our website for further inquiries. Next. So before I end my presentation, let me just extend to you one of the messages from our newly recruited franchisee during this pandemic. So this is from Sir Roselio of Muntinlupa. So he said that Minute Burger is an established, well-known and resilient brand. And he believes that food will always be a basic necessity of the consumers during this pandemic. Next slide now. So that ends my presentation. For further details about our franchise, please feel free to contact us at 8776-7740 or visit our website www.minuteburger.com. Also, please don't forget to like our Facebook page, Minute Burger Franchising. So thank you so much, PFA, for this opportunity to present our brand. Maayong adlaw sa tanan. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you. Thank you, Miss MJ. Daghang salamat. Moving forward, our next brand started with a simple idea to address energy poverty plaguing the country, particularly in the field of clean cooking, where majority of the population still relies on traditional fuels to prepare daily meals. After years of perfecting their product, they are now changing lives, one home, one family, one kitchen at a time. To tell us more about it, let's welcome the Head of Marketing Operations of Gaslight, Ms. Marian Luis de la Cruz.
Hi, good morning to all. I'm Marian de la Cruz. I'm the head of marketing of Gaslight. Our company name is Pascal Energy Resources. So I'm going to show my deck. To further discuss what Gaslight is all about, so we are the first aluminum refillable LPG in the country. We have Philippine standard certificate, and we offer investors packages. So let me discuss it. Okay, all right. Can you see it now?
Yes, Miss Marian.
All right. So again, good morning. So just to give you an idea how Gaslight came about, it's the same founders and owners of PR Gas. They have been in the LPG industry for more than 20 years. The first LPG cylinder refilling um, in the country. Give me one sec. We successfully obtained the utility model for the International Property Office. Give me one moment. Okay, so who is the target market for Gaslight? Our target market from Luzon, Visayas, Mindanao is 12 million households. These are the charcoal users actually. This figure came from the PSA, the Philippine Statistics Authority. So this is a legit number. We have verified this. So if you're trying to invest on something, I know there's a lot of businesses out there. The good thing about having an investment with a Gaslight, and it's actually a commodity. It's a need, it's a necessity for all households, especially for Class C DE market. It's more on masa market, and we all know that majority of our population here in the Philippines belongs to that market segmentation. So as you can see on my slide, currently we are all over the Philippines from Luzon, Visayas, Mindanao. We have in Iloilo. As far as Iloilo, we have one in Davao. We have provincial and regional distributors. Basically, our customer base is 22 to 60 years old, especially moms, mostly female with small percentage of male. Areas are provisional areas and second to third class municipalities. And as I've mentioned earlier, the socioeconomic segmentation is Class C1, C2, D, and E. So those are the masa markets. So we move forward with our product range and SKUs. So this is our refillable LPG. Our USP or unique selling proposition is a sachet. We have 33 grams and 230 grams. And then also the good thing about this is that it's safe, convenient, and budget friendly. It's made with aluminum cylinder, can last up to 5 days with regular cooking. This is our stove. It comes with different colors. We have blue, we have green. So the stove plus 230 grams is 649. That's the SRP. Then we have stove and the bigger one, 330 grams. That's only 699 pesos. And next one, we also have multi-purpose torch. So the target market for this one is the baking enthusiasts. Or if you want to cook something using a torch, you could also do so. We also have barbecue griller. The target market for this one are the market for the people living in condominiums. Since living in condos, they do not really allow charcoal if you're trying to having a barbecue. So it has a one-click system. It's easy to use. We have a lot of customers who also use this, who orders this for some gipsal restaurant. So the viability and the ROI is really great for this one. So just to further discuss the Gaslight ecosystem. So if you're going to invest to us, the area distributor, that will be you. And then your market or your distribution channel would be dealer. These are going to be, it could be a sari-sari store that has Gaslight rack. Also, it could be a barber shop or a pawn shop. As long as you have existing business, you could actually apply to be one of our investor. And the good thing about this, if you can see the slide, once you sign up to us, considering you are an investor, we are going to subsidize the monthly salary of our salesman. So we'll be paying for a salesman monthly package, the basic salary, granting that he or she has a target to achieve of monthly sales or monthly quota. So you don't have to worry actually about getting your own salesperson to promote Gaslight in your area. Let's say, for example, you are from Bulacan, or you are from Tarlac, or from Las Piñas, or Makati. There is already a regional distributor who can supply the Gaslight stove and also canisters, the small and large. And then we will hire a salesman for you. Okay, no need to worry about that. That will be one of our support. That's the good thing about Gaslight. If other companies, if other companies will just let you have your own staff and train them with us, this salesman will also have to report to us at least once a week, give us any update of his quota. So that's the good thing about Gaslight. So your market for this one is dealer, and then your dealer target market is also the household. The household is also the end consumer who's going to actually use the stove and the canisters. So for this one, this is our investment package. Total package is 299,000. So if you round it up, that would be 300,000. So what's the inclusion for the 300K? We have a franchise support system. So we're going to provide you a 1 year branding and marketing. Not actually 1 year, but it's actually perpetual. So these are going to be the initial branding and marketing support that we will provide you, including the pre-operating investment. The bottom, we got laptop for you, fire extinguisher, weighing scale, a standard compliance certificate, and SEC processing fee. You don't have to worry about applying for a DOE certification or anything like that. We are going to actually do that for you. You just have to pay us for a very minimal fee for applying everything. All you have to do is just register your company name, either DTI or SEC, then mayor's permit, then you're good to go. You don't have to worry about anything as such. So for the next slide, this is the support that we're going to provide to you. So aside from the POSM or marketing collaterals from the previous slide, we are going to provide you, we're going to dress up your store, your existing business. So we're going to install distributor or investor signage, product listing, and price communication. We also have Gaslight LPG rack and also flyers. We actually have a pipeline plan for our marketing strategies that at least twice a year, we're going to provide you or supply you with different flyers. That will be to align with our marketing campaigns. So aside from the traditional trade marketing collaterals, we are also going to feature our investors in our social media page. Currently, we got 22,000 followers, so that's a good number to begin with. So we usually boost our content or our Facebook posts. So with other brands, they just do organic. With Facebook boosting, we can target your specific area. Meaning to say, let's say, for example, you are from Bulacan, and you're going to activate your business, let's say January 15. So a week from January 15, we're going to boost a post featuring your business. We're going to come up with a photo, with a layout. We're going to help you with that. And we also have a radio ads and endorsement. We also got transport ads, as you can see on the slide. So aside from the digital marketing support and the traditional trade marketing support, I've mentioned earlier in the previous slide that the good thing about Gaslight investment package is we will provide you with a salesman who's going to acquire and be in charge of getting households or stores for you. So you don't have to worry about that. And one thing that is, good to hear from our previous investors is that our SRP or our pricing is actually very, what do you call it? Very, it's not that expensive. It's just aligned with our target market with Class C, D, and E markets. So if you notice, with our Shopee and Lazada pages, the price there is actually different. So here for Philippine Franchise Association, we are giving a huge discount. So I think in Shopee you'll find our SRP around 1,099, but here we are giving it for only 699. That will include a stove and a 330-gram cylinder. So this is our pivot marketing during pandemic. So this is one of our marketing strategies, and that also aligns with our business plan. So if you notice, a lot of companies or brands are actually downsizing, but with Gaslight, it's the opposite. We are going big this 2021. As early as now, we have a lot of potential investors coming in, every day here in our head office, signing up with different packages. So for this one, why we have to maximize the situation, position Gaslight as a commodity, as it is being used for cooking that all household needs. It's not just primarily an alternative from the traditional 11 kilogram LPG. This is actually using Gaslight is actually a cheaper option than using LPG of Total, or let's say Petron. It's also a budget-friendly alternative cooking solution than 11 kg LPG, which expensive than Gaslight. And the next one is capitalize the surge of families staying at home. The more people stays at home, the more time they will spend cooking. Hence, increase in demand and increase in revenue will follow. So, like I mentioned earlier, given that we have this pandemic situation, a lot of Filipinos, members of our families, are actually just staying at home or doing work from home, right? So we have to take advantage of that and actually position Gaslight as a brand that they could always use at home or whenever they want to feel like cooking. Actually, Judy Ann Santos was able to feature Gaslight on one of her YouTube episodes. So next one is develop an affordable investment package as low as 6,000 to help SMEs to establish an additional income to their existing business. So what do we mean with existing business? Although we actually prefer existing business, like let's say for example, you have existing pawn shop or barber shop, and we could just put a Gaslight rack there. You could actually also start, let's say you just prefer starting your business at home. We could also do that. We could supply you with a banner, with a rack, then you can actually start your own business. So it's not just exclusive for an existing business, but we prefer that you have an existing business already. But if you don't have existing business, you could actually start just at your home. And then next one, so why invest in Gaslight? So it's a pandemic-proof business, as LPG is a commodity product and repeat customers are guaranteed. The 330 large canister that I've showed before, usually you can use that for like a good of 5 days. So after you have used it, you have to go to a store which sells Gaslight. We can provide you with all the location, and then the store will have it exchanged. No, the store will give you a new one. Bibigyan ka niya ng bagong basyo or canister. Our stoves and canisters are less expensive than the 11 kg traditional gas. Gaslight produces refillable seamless aluminum alloy. So hindi siya basta tinatapon lang pag tapos mo na siyang gamitin, unlike with other brands. Gaslight will provide a salesman that will be subsidized by us, by the company. Usually it's 12,000 a month that we will provide them. Existing regional distribution partners are available also. We can provide, as soon as you sign up with us, we could provide you with the information where are these regional distribution partners who can supply you for your beginning inventory and whatnot. So there, thank you. I hope you could join us later on at 2 p.m. for our 30-minute investment package at 2 p.m. today. We could actually include a further discussion for the inclusion of the 300K investment package. So thank you for your time, guys.
Thank you so much, Miss Marian. Our next brand is the Original Waffle Sandwich. They have grown from kiosk to semi-coffee shop concept and now has over 500 branches, including one in San Diego, California. Let us now hear from the head for new business of famous Belgian waffle, Miss Monica Rojas.
Okay. So, good morning, everyone. Yeah. Hope all of us are having a great time here in the virtual expo. So, let me introduce myself briefly. I am Monica. I've been in the company for the past 7 years, and currently I'm the head of the new business department that handles all of the franchise applications nationwide. So, if you're planning to franchise famous Belgian waffles, you can look for me anytime. All right, so without further ado, let me begin. I'm about to share to you what what famous Belgian waffle is, and what are our offers and our ways in these trying times. All right. So, Famous Belgian Waffles is being operated by a corporation named Innovation Food Resources Incorporated, which the commitment is to continuously develop enjoyable and delicious food and beverage at affordable price at all time. Our history, we started September 16, 2012. Yeah. And as early as 3 years of operating the brand, we were able to establish 300 outlets nationwide. And last 2017, as mentioned by Miss Paula, we are able to operate and open in San Diego, California. And for the 6 years of operating it, we're able to open naman 500, more than 500 branches nationwide. And recently, we have opened in Malaysia as well. Okay. For the offers that we have three types of package. We have cart, we have kiosk, and we have counter, which has tables and chairs. No, those are the prices that we have for each package. But if you want to know the total investment in this venture, it might range starting from 800,000 to 1 million to 1.3. No, just adding to the presentation of Mr. Dennis, for those who are looking for a franchise, always ask for the total investment. So you may be guided accordingly para at least mahanda po natin yung finances natin in accordance dun sa target brand na gusto nating i-franchise, no? Majority of the brands kasi, they have a franchise package, but if you want to have an idea kung magkano lahat aabutin, you should ask for the total investment, okay? So our offer is a turnkey package, no, that includes installation of the cart, fabrication, initial stocks, uniform, and everything, operations manual. And then, given the market of A, B, and upper C, given the investment that you will fall under, given the average operating expenses, we establish a payback period of 7.5 and to 1 year to 1.1, no? That is our payback period. It really depends on the OPEX that you have and all. For the support, once you sign the contract with us, there would be a certain handler or a project manager that you will coordinate all of the progress of the project. And then, in terms of ongoing support, once na-open na po yung store natin, there would be an operations team that handles all of the franchisees nationwide all throughout the contract of 3 years. No, they are here to guide, help, and hear the franchisees' every needs. And also, we have a continuous marketing campaign. We have a very active marketing team that innovating programs that will help the brand known by other customers or untapped customers. And we also have a reliable research and development team. Rest assured of that they are studying all of the new products that we are going to establish. And then we also give or provide free training. So before you open your store, the training is free. Once you open your store and you have new staff to be trained, it's still free. And also, we are also tapping the development aspect of our franchisees by providing learning sessions In there, we share best practices that we have encountered uh, in operating the company-owned stores, and we are also inviting resource speakers uh, to support or guide or to provide new learnings to our franchisees, relative learnings. And for our ways in these trying times, as majority of other brands have done, we have partnered to the known delivery services such as Food Panda, Grab Food, and Lala Food. And lastly, we have actually recently we launched a certain product that we have tailor fitted in this current situation, which what we call take home pack, wherein our customer can cook waffles at their home in their own convenience and safety. Wherein safety is our top priority in these current times, no? So I think that's it. And if you find it bitten, you may visit our page in this virtual expo, and we can accommodate all of your concerns. All right. Stay safe, everyone, and thank you very much for listening.
Thank you, Miss Monica.
All
Moving
right.
forward, our next presenter presenting various franchise business opportunities. Some of the brands, the Generics Pharmacy, Easy Day Shop, H2o Mineral Plus, Potato Corner, Turks, Chat Time, and many more. We are pleased to introduce the Sales and Marketing Officer of U Franchise Sales and Management.
Hi everyone, good morning. Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. So, hi, good morning, everyone, and thank you, PFA, for having your franchise today. And to all our attendees, welcome to How to Invest in the Right Franchise webinar. And we would really like to thank you all for sharing your time with us this morning. I am Gladys Florendo Maniero, Sales and Marketing Officer of U Franchise Sales and Management Incorporated, and I'll be presenting top franchise brands that are on upswing today. All right, so before we go to the brands, let me just share to you our company and our services. So we are U Franchise Sales and Management Incorporated. We are the largest franchise matching platform in the Philippines. So what we do po is we connect you to the strongest franchising network, not just here in the Philippines and also internationally. We help po aspiring franchisees like you be matched with the right franchise brand. So if you're very keen po in getting a franchise, we can help you po by providing a free franchise consultation. It is to get to know more about the brand you'd like to franchise, or if it's a bit, or if it fits your budget and your location. So as mentioned, it's free. We won't be charging anything, but for a minimal fee, we are also for our premium services, we can also assist in location hunting. We are also a sister company of FranX Philippines, and we've been in the industry for 10 years now, and we've sold over 1,000 franchises, and currently we are partnered with over 200 franchise brands from different industries like food carts, mga restaurants po, pharmacies, health centers, water station, mga educational enrichment centers, and a lot more. Okay, so all right, so let's now proceed with the brands. So we see that the strength of the essential business concepts. I'm sorry, but I think you have the wrong presentation, but I'll skip na lang the save five. All right, so let's now proceed with the brands. So po, we see that the strength of the essential business concept will continue to grow. This is how we selected and clustered the brands that I'll be presenting to you today. So here are the some brands po that caters the essential needs of the customers and a very quick information of their capital, franchise fees, and you can also see po if they have an ongoing promo. All right, so health and wellness will always be a top priority. So the generics pharmacy operated even during the ECQ po, as customer po kasi needs access to cheap yet affordable medicine. And according to TGP, they still have about 2,000 potential locations to open, and most of it are in provincial area. So franchise TGP with the capital investment starts at 674. Now, for the essential business with the continuous demand, pandemic or not, we can offer H2o Mineral Plus. It is an alkaline water refilling brand from Singapore with a very compact setup, best for small spaces starting at 7 square meters. Franchise starts at 500 up to 900,000 pesos. On the retail side, if you want to have a grocery of your own, we have Easy Day Shop for you for only 3 million for a minimum of 100 square space. Okay, let's move on to the to go food businesses that are now really in demand. So we now have actually the potato corner. Of course, potato corner doesn't need any more introduction because they're really the world's largest flavored French fries brand with over 1,000 stores. Now even more affordable because its capital investment starts at 128,000 and up to 263,000. And good news, they are now offering free franchise fee until December 31, 2020. Another to-go food business brand is Peppo Binx. So it is a home of the best and affordable quality flavored chicken wings. So they have a very versatile menu and the franchise formats that focus more on takeouts and deliveries to help na rin po yung mga franchisees natin no, na thrive in this new normal. Their capital investment po starts at 308,000 pesos up to 860,000 pesos. For the shawarma concept, of course, let me offer you Turks with over 500 stores. Actually, Turks po is now the most successful shawarma franchise brands in the Philippines. So you can franchise Turks at 1.6 to 3.4 million. And last, of course, even prior lockdown and pandemic, milk tea has been a top ordered item po at any delivery apps. And of course, hanggang ngayon naman po. And until now, yun pa rin talaga ang number one. So you can franchise chat time that are now more flexible and really adapted to the new normal. So capital investment starts at 4 million to 8 million. And I think that's it. These brands are just few of the many brands that we can match or introduce you with. So let us help you po find the right franchise brand for you on a free one-on-one consultation with our team. If you would like to be contacted, simply key in po your name, your address, your email address, your brand interest at the chat box, or you may also contact us po at the details shared in the screen right now. Or you can also visit our page in the virtual expo of the VFA. There are some consultants po na naka-standby for your inquiries. Thank you very much, and we look forward to helping you start your franchise journey.
Thank you so much, Ms. Gladys. Next up, our brand presenter is from the fast-growing leader in micro lending. This brand has been a home to many entrepreneurs in the Bicol region since 2015. To tell us more about it, let us welcome the President and CEO of LT&G Credit Line, Mr. Marco Antonio Soliman.
Good morning, everyone. So I'm Marco Antonio Suliman. I'm the President and CEO of LT&G Credit Line, the world's first micro-lending franchise. So to give you a little backgrounder on our company, well, micro entrepreneurs comprises around 98% of all businesses in the Philippines right now. These are very familiar to all of us. These are the carinderias, the sari-sari stores, uh, small shops, vulcanizing shops, repair shops, small catering businesses. So sila yung backbone ng Philippine economy. Okay? So micro entrepreneurs, however, have very limited access sa banks and other financial institutions. So ito yung pumipigil ng expansion nila. Most of our micro entrepreneurs find it very hard to get loans from banks. Usually yung mga bangko natin, kailangan pa ng collateral para magpahiram sa mga negosyo. Unfortunately, itong mga negosyo na na-mention ko nga, wala naman silang pwedeng i-present na collaterals. So this really is one of the reason why pigil yung expansion ng mga negosyong ito. This is also the reason why we started our company. Okay, so we started our company sometime 8 years ago here in the Bicol region. We have we have now 7 company-owned branches here in the Bicol region. So 3 years ago, noong 2018, we met FranCorp and helped us establish our franchise. So ito na nga, the first franchise, microlending franchise in the Philippines and the world. From 2018 hanggang ngayon, growth was tremendous for our company. Yun na nga, as I mentioned, we now have around 73 branches nationwide. We are one of the fastest growing franchise brand in the country right now. Next slide, please. Okay, so paano namin ginagawa yung franchise offering namin? So we are offering an investment package where from training to making yung opisina, paggawa ng opisina, from rolling out of the business, kaakibay kami, or we are really a partner of the franchisee. So as you can see in the screen, ito yung total investment package namin. With this package, hanggang opening and start ng operation ng branch, kasama namin yung mga franchisees. We also give sourcing and recruitment of manpower support, paghanap ng mga franchise branch offices, pag-training ng mga tao nila hanggang sa pag-start na nung operation. Of course, this does not stop there. Hanggang we also give continuing support sa aming mga branches. We have area heads that continuously visit yung mga branches to guide them along their operation. As you can see in the screen, ito yung mga sample ng mga branches namin. Okay, so we have branches in Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao. Next slide, please. So our long years of experience in microlending have really taught us how to properly manage successfully a franchise business or a microlending franchise business. Siguro kaya naging mabilis yung growth ng brand namin is because of the experience din na dinaanan ng aming mga franchisees. Most of our franchisees have multiple branches. So karamihan may 2 o at least 3 na branches na as of now. So after opening a branch, usually after 3 or 4 months, nag-a-apply ulit sila ng panibagong branches na malapit sa kanilang existing branch. So this has been our motto that if we want to expand as a brand, we might as well really help our business partners, our franchisees. So we took it to heart at ginawa talaga namin ang lahat para maging successful yung mga negosyo, yung particular na negosyo ng mga franchises namin, kagaya ng na-experience namin. So just to give you an idea that during the start of pandemic, halos hindi nag-stop operating yung mga branches namin. We were one of the industry that were allowed by IATF and the LGUs to continuously operate. Dahil nga ang trabaho namin is to really help the micro entrepreneurs. So we lent a big support sa economy namin, sa economy natin by partnering and lending money para masuportahan yung mga maliliit na negosyo natin nationwide. So nung nag-open yung economy, we opened I think around 8 new branches during this pandemic time. So madaming mga companies na nahirapan because of the pandemic. By the way, the pandemic is siguro the single most challenging na problem na na-encounter ng mga negosyo ngayon. But despite this, we opened 8 new branches sa time na to. So madaming negosyo ang nahirapan. Kami sa LT&G, mas lumaki pa at dumagdag pa lalo yung branches namin. This siguro shows the resiliency of our model and familiar naman kayo siguro sa mga negosyong ito na tinutulungan namin, which is common sa Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao. Itong mga tindahan na to, kahit saan tayo pumunta sa Pilipinas, meron mga ganito. And lahat ito nangangailangan ng tulong galing sa amin. So this is the reason why we have been very successful today, and we will be, as mentioned kanina ng FranCorp, is that we will be expanding to a different country soon. Just to give everyone an idea how rosy the picture na nakikita namin moving forward. Okay, so thank you very much for this opportunity. For some questions, we will be here to answer you later. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Soliman. Now we have a special presentation. Our next presenter will talk about products and services that we should have and adopt, especially now that we must level up our game when it comes to digitalization. Let us all welcome the Relationship Manager of PLDT Enterprise, Ms. J. Ann Angeles.
Hi, Kat. Thank you. Can you hear me well?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so a pleasant morning to everyone. On behalf of PLDT Enterprise, we want to thank PFA for our continued partnership. I am excited to share with everyone how we can help businesses look beyond our existing situation to discover the inspiration your business needs to recover and succeed. So together, we can aid the dynamic franchising industry achieve the digital transformation to survive and thrive in the new normal. So, to start, let's first discuss what we have been facing for the past few months, the challenges of this pandemic to the franchising industry. Next slide, please. So as you can see in the slide, it says businesses will never be the same again. So bakit ko siya nasabi? Sabi nga, when there is an economic crisis, we have our usual way to recover. But dahil nga sa situation ngayon, it will no longer work. For example, yung mga franchisors natin ngayon, they started selling on online platforms like Facebook, Lazada, Shopee, and then the franchisees adopted the online reseller distribution models since wala ng physical stores and lower capital na lang yung kailangan. And of course, office-based employees are getting accustomed to an online work from home setup for business continuity. So, parang ako, I'm working from home nung nag-start yung pandemic. So everyone has shifted to virtual meetings to ensure collaboration and alignment. So even our forum now is online then. So yun nga, we know that these changes are here to stay and businesses will never be the same again. So next slide, please. So, but it's not just businesses that have been changing. Consumers heavily depend online to find and get what they need. This sparks the need of businesses to go online themselves. So, ang uso ngayon is to go online. And what makes being online so powerful? So, based on what you're seeing on screen, one study from We Are Social reports that there are 74 million internet users in the Philippines. That's 64% of our population. And the average internet user spends over 9 hours a day online. Okay, and then 49 million Filipinos are now making purchases online. Filipinos are loving the convenience of online shopping. Annual spend grew by 50% year on year, and I'm sure a lot of us, including myself, participated in the recent 12/12 sale sa Lazada, sa Shopee, and so as you can see, technology has become a critical tool to adapt to the changing behavior of everyone, from consumer, distributors, resellers, and suppliers, to ensure the survival of the business. So today, more than ever, entrepreneurs have shown their resilience in recalibrating their businesses to take on even the most unsure situations. So for example, franchisors adapted their business models from traditional brick and mortar expansion to putting up an e-commerce store or joining platforms and partnered with third-party couriers to make it easier for the customers to get their products safely. For example, si Citrozone, we can now see them in Food Panda, in Grab, Instagram, Messenger, Lala Food, etc. Okay, and then for those in the food service industry with less foot traffic for dine-in, they focused on their online resellers and deliveries of ready-to-eat meals or frozen meals, so consumers can enjoy their favorite meals from their homes at any time. So for example, Potato Corner, meron na siyang cook-at-home kit that you can order online. And then, professional services have shifted to virtual video calls to continuously serve clients with no physical contact. For example, si Carl Balita NLE Review, it's online na. So the review centers conduct classes via live streaming. Okay, and then some gyms also continue to serve by live streaming their classes regularly by hosting relevant content online. They keep up, they want their customers to keep up to their services. So for example, to support their members, gyms have been selling their equipments to their members so they can set up their own gyms at home. So these are but some of the inspiring stories that showcase the resilience of the Filipino entrepreneurs and harnessing the power of being online to stay relevant and survive. So next slide. So we in PLDT Enterprise are one with the businesses to fuel their digital transformation. And the service that I am about to share with you all for today aims to inspire businesses to look beyond these challenges. So first one, we have the Smart SIM Only Plan 300 with 3 gig data allocation and the Smart Plan 500 with 4 gig data allocation. So these two plans have unlimited all net calls, unlimited all net text, and unlimited landline calls. So we also have the Smart Bro Plan 1899 with 90 gig data allocation. And of course, from PLDT Enterprise, we have the Beyond Fiber, which is an all-in-one digital solution that will enable businesses of any size with curated digital tools and Wi-Fi fit for enterprise, all anchored on business-grade fiber. So for only 2,500, you will get up to 50 Mbps bandwidth. So it comes with an enhanced service promise that delivers you a minimum of 90% of the subscribed speed and 90% reliability. So before kasi it's 30% lang. So now it's 3 times the minimum bandwidth guarantee offered today. So it's grounded on PLDT's most extensive fiber optic network that spans over 322,000 kilometers and growing. So it also includes the premium Cisco Meraki Wi-Fi access point, creating two separate Wi-Fi networks to keep your work devices prioritized on the work Wi-Fi network and an accessible guest Wi-Fi network that limits the bandwidth for your guest. If ever pinapagamit nyo yung Wi-Fi nyo sa mga customers or sa mga guests nyo. Okay, so next slide, please. I think that's it. To all our franchisors and franchisees who are interested to get or know more about our products, you may scan the QR code flashed on the screen or visit our website at www.pldtenterprise.com. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Ms. Jayan. Now we will hear another presentation from our co-presenters to tell us more about their program for PFA members. Let us welcome the Product Officer of PTI, Mr. Vince Joseph Dizon.
Thank you once again to PFA for having us this morning. Again, my name is Vince Dizon. I'm the Product Officer handling business franchise financing in BPI Business Banking. So kami po yung segment in BPI that handles the SME market. Yeah. So what is business franchise financing or BFF? BFF po is a term loan facility offered to exclusively offered to existing franchisees of Philippine franchise association members. So for your franchisees po, if they have expansion plans, or they would need to acquire a new franchise, or if they have working capital requirements, you can use this loan po. So just some advantages of BFF. So first, it's clean or no need for collateral up to 3 million po. Also, compared to standard loan, it has less documentation required, as well as a faster turnaround time. Now, as mentioned earlier, it's also exclusive to PFA members. Also, we're offering a grace period of 3 months, or interest only for the first 3 months po for your monthly payment. These are just some more details about the product. So again, as mentioned earlier, we're offering this to existing franchisees of PFA member brands. It's a term loan facility, and you can use it to acquire a new franchise, working capital requirement, or for expansion plans. We're offering this up to 3 years. So pwede pong 1 year, 2 years, or 3 years. For amount, we start at 300,000 and up to a maximum po of 15 million. For security, again, you can do no collateral up to 3 million, subject to evaluation naman po yan. And then if you want to offer collateral such as real estate mortgage, pwede rin po. There's potential for lower rates if that's the case. For mode of payment, again, we do grace period of 3 months. And then equal monthly amortization now will start po on your 4th month. Then we will require you to open po a deposit account in BPI wherein magkakaroon po tayo ng automatic debit arrangement. Yan. And then again, our standard evaluation will be followed. And then for prepayment fee, it's 5%. These are the documentary requirements po if you would like to apply. So of course, there's an application form, and then we'll ask for some identification. Also, we'll ask for some business documents, some basic business documents niyo po, like DTI registration for mga sole proprietors or mga SEC registration, articles of incorporation, and mga bylaws. Also, some income docs also, as well, like ITR, AFS, and 3 months bank statement. So yun po, very quick. If you would like to inquire, please feel free to contact us. Ito po yung mga hotlines namin for Metro Manila and outside of Metro Manila. Now you can also email us at bbclientservices@bpi.com.ph. Also, if you would like to set an appointment directly, pwede niyo pong iscan tong QR code on the right and then fill out the form, and then we'll contact you from there. So, yun po. Maraming salamat. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Dizon. Finally, our last presenter for today will offer fast and reliable service that will save electricity, water, money, effort, and most especially time. Time for your kids and your loved ones, and time to spend for yourself. So without further ado, let us hear it from the president of Save 5 Laundromat, Mr. Ryan Lim.
Good afternoon, everyone. I hope everyone's doing well. It's been a challenging year for everyone, and what we want to present is this business that we realize is a very resilient and profitable. I'd like to present us Save 5. Right now we have 50 branches in Metro Manila. What we want to present is the advantages of getting a Save 5 franchise. After years of experience, we can help the franchisee identify high quality locations. We can also present the right size and layout for the intended market of the franchisee. Like for example, just yesterday I had a meeting with someone in Las Piñas. Sabi niya, in Las Piñas, I want a 60 square. I said, sige po, that's a good, perfect size and the perfect market. It's a fast and reliable return of investment because it's a service that people need even during the pandemic, especially during the pandemic, because public sanitation is important, to make sure that we sanitize our clothes, everything is clean. Another Save 5 advantage is we operate an operation center that will continuously monitor and support all the stores, even our franchisee. We'll tell them if there's a problem, they will just call us and we'll help them with whatever they need. We also have a dedicated 7-day technical service center. You know, as a laundromat, uh, our main the customers will always ask, "Is your machines are your machines working?" You know, with the 7-day technical service, even during holiday, during Sunday, we can provide you with the parts, with the diagnosis to make sure that your store is working 100%. Next slide, please. Another advantage is brand name recognition because we have 50 plus branches. People know that with Save 5, they can rely on a quality service and it's a brand name that you can trust. And a turnkey franchise in less than a month. We've opened last month in 3 weeks' time, another branch in Commonwealth. Just this year alone, we've opened around 7 branches. Even it was challenging because during ECQ it was lockdown, but IATF and Secretary one was able to include laundromat as essential service. So at June 1, we started operating and sales steadily grown from them. We also provide sales control and audit to help the franchisee manage the business because most of the time, you know, one of our franchisees, a attorney and a doctor, so they don't really have hands-on time to watch the store. So we, as the franchisor, monitor their sales and tell them if there's a problem or there's a sudden increase in sales, like what's happening in their area. We assess that and we help our franchisee identify the new issues or problems going forward. We provide classroom training and in-store training for the staff and the franchisee so they know how to operate the store and the standard procedures with it. Parts inventory, uh, 3 years ago, 4 years ago, one of our issues was parts. When machine breakdown, there was a problem with the part. It would take us 2 weeks, 3 weeks. I think this is a problem with most standalone stores of laundry, that they would have a hard time procuring the available parts for their machine. What we did, because we have like over 50 plus stores and over 450 machines, we have existing stock of those parts so we can replace those parts anytime, from 3 weeks repair time. Now it's like 2 days max. Uh, we believe that you carry, as franchisee, you carry the Save 5 brand, so we will make sure that your franchise will succeed because you carry our name. Next slide, please. During the pandemic, this was more emphasized, you know, why invest in self-service laundry? We've seen so many industries having a hard time. The restaurant industry, catering industry, the PC gaming industry. And we just realized that self-service laundry is standing out during this pandemic because first, it was a basic necessity. Even if there was a lockdown, people were asking us to open because they need to wash their clothes. Um, we believe it's a recession proof. Even during hard times, people will still look for laundry. It's easy to expand. One of another franchisee, they opened last year their first branch. They they were very happy with the performance. That they looked for another branch just 300 meters away from their branch, and we recently opened their second. That's just last July. Then November we opened their third branch. Quick ROI because we're just, you know, we'll show you at the financial highlights how fast the ROI is. It's cash only. That's another problem with this pandemic. A lot of a lot of suppliers had incurred bad debts because of shutdown of schools, shutdown of restaurants. With cash only, we don't have this issue. Minimum inventory because we just carry our detergents and fabric conditioners. Very safe investment because if you'll see at the our franchise packages, most of the costs are on the machines. So, you know, worst case scenario, it doesn't work out that area. We can just move the machine. Your investment is still there. Next slide, please. Here are some examples of our franchise and our company-owned stores. Um, to the left and to the right are franchise stores. The bottom one is in Bagong Silang in Holiday Island Mall. So we very good performance, especially this August, September when it started raining. Next slide, please. So from this map, you'll see most of our stores are concentrated in Camanava area. That's Caloocan, Malabon, Navotas, Valenzuela, and Manila. What we want to do right now is to uh, put Safe 5 in all cities in Metro Manila. So we have we're looking for Mandaluyong, Makati, Pasig, Pasay, and hoping to expand faster. Next slide, please. Another advantage of joining our Save 5 franchise is we have a lot of marketing promotions. Like right now we have the Pasko Panalo 3 where we're giving away Xiaomi electric scooters. And just last month, we're giving away tablets for Wash and Learn promo. So these are things that attract a lot of customers because they know that not only are they washing, they also have a chance to win a prize. Next slide, please. So our packages right now is starts at 1.1 for 4 machines up to 2.1 million. This is we're very flexible with this because it depends on the space and the market size of the intended franchise area. So what we can do is we can assess the area and we'll give recommendations to the franchisee of how to allocate the machines and the right size. So basically this is the range of the size and the cost of one store. Next slide, please. These are the target sales and for our express model and our target sales to the pro model. And you can see that our ROI is ranging from 1.4 to 1.6. But this was pre-pandemic. So this is a little lower now, maybe 30% longer. But we're expecting by January, February next year that when we start getting vaccine, that will all go back to normal sales and people will be going back to work. So students will be going back to school. So the ROI should go faster. And this is the perfect time to invest because there's a lot of vacant spaces by January that those ideal spaces that are hard to come by will be open. So it's a perfect time to invest. Next slide, please. One of our edge in Say 5 is we have our latest machine. It's a 13-kilogram washer dryer from Oasis. It has 50% more capacity than our 8-kilogram model, but it can generate 50% more sales, but will cost 20%, just 20% more utilities, making our stores and our franchisees more profitable than ever. Next slide, please. I think that's the last slide. Yeah, that's the last slide. Yeah. So thank you everyone for listening in to our short presentation. I hope that I've answered most questions about the franchise. And I hope to meet you guys soon. Just call us or email us so we can set up a meeting and we'll assess your site immediately. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Lim. There you have it, our presenters this morning. Let us now proceed to the questions and answer portion. Let's see the questions from our participants. Let's start with Mr. Angel Ferrejos for Mr. Centeno. Although this was answered already in the Q&A tab, just for everyone's reference, no? Mr. Centeno, can you explain to us on the proprietary products and product fees? Also, is there a way to opt in or out other fees like advertising fees, for instance?
For the first questions, for the proprietary products and system, so basically these are the products and system that are very unique to the franchisor. So you'll only get this from the franchisor or from the approved supplier. So aside from the initial inventory that will be given during the setup of the branch, to keep the store or branch operating, you need this proprietary product. So yun yung kumbaga for the franchisor to deliver these products to you, of course, you need to pay for those products. When it comes to the marketing naman, so possible, meron tayong dalawang types of marketing fees. Number one, which I explained a while ago, is the system-wide marketing fee na pinupool yung certain percentages or fixed amount from the franchisee to come up with system-wide marketing campaigns. And there's another one, which is a local store marketing fee. I think that is the question of our attendee. So there's a certain portion also of your sales or a fixed amount that is allotted for you to spend in your local area. So yun yung local store marketing.
Thank you, Sir Dennis. We actually have another question for you. That's from Jevin De Taza. Hi, Sir Dennis. I just want to ask, if the brand is still pending in IPO, is it safe to be their franchisee?
There are several reasons bakit nagiging pending pa yung registration ng brand sa IPO. So it might be na they're just waiting for the publication para ma-finalize na yung approval of the trademark, or may certain aspects pa no registrations na pending na currently wino-work out na ni franchisor. So it's okay na you can get that franchise already as long as nandun na sa initial steps of registration ng trademark. Thank you.
Sir Dennis, just another one now from Mr. Angel Ferrejos. What are the requirements to bring a franchise overseas?
Usually when a local brand goes overseas, they usually partner with a company na very experienced dun sa region or dun sa locality. So usually when they get that investor or that partner, kadalasan yung master franchisee, kumbaga, siya na yung in charge of doing the necessary steps to bring the local brand to their region. So yung first step is to make sure to award your brand or your franchise to the right partner, especially if you plan to go overseas.
Thank you for that, Mr. Dennis. This next question is for our franchise presenters. Will your potential franchises look for their own location, or will you be offering a pre-identified location? Let's start with Minute Burger. How does it work?
Okay, so good afternoon na. Good afternoon na siguro, no? So, in terms of site, we require our franchisees to at least have 3 site locations upon their franchise application. So, those are part of the requirements, and para siya ma-facilitate yung multi-store unit openings namin since we are a multi-store unit franchise. So, part talaga siya ng requirement namin upon applying. But if ever we do extend assistance in terms of site validation na if viable ba siya for our business. Thank you.
Thank you for that, Miss MJ. How about for Gaslight?
Hi. So for Gaslight, our package is at 299. Did I answer the question?
How does it work on the location? Will you provide a location for them, or will they pitch in a location?
Yes. So currently we have regional investors or distributor who could actually help you with the pipeline. Definitely, our operations are Luzon, Visayas, Mindanao. For the location, we can help you with that one.
Thank you for that, ma'am. How about for famous Belgian waffle?
On our end, it's really the franchise applicant who scouts for the location. And if ever we have opportunities from the malls, we are matching it naman. So, for example, there is a certain mall na may offer for this space or for this opening, and then may franchise applicant kami who's looking near that. No, we can match that. But by default, it's really the franchise applicant who scouts for the location and then send it to us for approval. All right.
Thank you so much, Miss Monica. How about for LT&G credit line?
Yeah, so we have different area maps that we offer to franchisees. Then once a franchisee select a particular area, we require them to submit at least three locations, three office sites na nakita nila. Then we collaborate with them kung alin sa tingin namin ang best na kunin nila out of the three sites na sinabit nila sa amin. So we require them also to submit at least three sites. Yeah.
Thank you, Sir Marco, for that. How about for Safe 5 laundromat, Sir Ryan?
For us, we ask the franchisee to select a site for us. Like most of the time, kasi they're more familiar with their location. Like for example, the other franchisee we asked was in Alabang. So sabi ko, we're not so familiar with Alabang. If you can find a site for us, we can assess it immediately. Pero if the site is familiar to us naman, like the Kamanava area, and there's no Save 5 nearby, then we can say na okay, we'll help you look for the site because yun nga parang we're helping each other naman eh. Yeah.
Yes, Sir Dennis. For you franchise, Miss Gladys, you franchise has it's part of their of your premium services, right? Can you tell us more about it?
Okay. So for the question muna, for most of our brands, really, it is really the franchise's due diligence talaga to look for their site. While some of the brands din naman po, they have the pre-approved locations that they can really share with the franchisee. For example nga po, kung gusto nila yung location na yun and they have nga po the pre-approved location, they can share with them naman. But on you franchise naman po, as part of the premium service naman po, we really have we can really help you po on location hunting. So we have franchise, we have a locator assistant na talaga po naghahanap ng location for them. So I think we can give them at least three location based on their preferred area, and then tsaka po natin pupuntahan iyon, and then i-assess po nila if gusto po nila. And it comes with a minimal fee lang naman, but I can discuss it to a one-on-one discussion. So yun nga po, if we can give at least three options of the location po, para naman at least may option po si franchisee kung gusto ba niyang i-approve yung location na yun or hindi.
All right. Thank you, Miss Gladys. Here's another question for Sir Dennis. It was mentioned a while ago that about DTI permit, mayor permits, etc. So they want to clarify if should they set up a DTI registered company already before securing a franchise, or permit all the permits, should they have it before they secure or apply for a franchise?
Actually, the first step there is, yun nga, is the location. Kasi part of the attachments ng mga applications like the business permits and all is the signed franchise agreement allowing the franchisor for the franchisee, kumbaga, to operate the business using the franchisor's name. So basically, you need the franchise agreement for the other permit. So the location is first. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for that clarification. Now, may we ask a question to our PLDT presenter, Ms. Jayan. So, how important is integrating technology or business solutions in the company's operations, especially in today's business landscape?
Thanks for the question, Kat. So, as mentioned nga earlier, di ba sabi ko, yung trend now is getting online. Kasi, especially this pandemic, a lot of our businesses and even the consumers are online. So, ayun nga, the internet plays an important role for the businesses, the consumers, distributors, resellers, suppliers, and this ensures the survival of the business in today's situation, in today's time. So yeah, and may I add, we have a promo pala for our interested franchisees. So our smart plan 1899 and our Beyond Fiber is free for 3 months if they apply now. The promo is up until December 31. So yeah, thank you, Kat.
This is next question is for Gaslight. This is from Daisy Tabirara. She's from Catanduanes, and she's interested if they can put up online, purely online for Gaslight.
Yes, actually, because if your business is through FB or Instagram, the contact as long as the contact details are there, surely you can deliver to your customers.
Thank you for that, ma'am. This next question is for BPI. Um, is the BFF also available for new franchisees like those who are attending today, who will become, future franchisees? Or what else programs do you have for them?
Hi, Paula. Sorry, I can't open my video lang. Parang it's not allowed, but
Okay, sir.
unable to open it. Okay.
Oh,
Yeah. Thank you for the question. So, the BFF program, there you go. Yeah. The BFF program is open to existing franchisees of PFA members, but we're also open to entertain naman mga new franchisees or those with new business that will open their first franchise. So please feel free to contact us in the same contact information that I showed earlier, and we have our standard offers naman for available to the new businesses or new franchisees. Baka the difference lang would be they might be required a collateral or yun first for them. Yeah.
thank you, Sir Vince. Miss Kat, for the last question.
Yes, now before we kindly ask from our resource speakers and our presenters for your brief closing messages or parting words, and of course your Christmas offers and packages for our viewers for this webinar and attendees for the virtual expo. Allow us to conduct a short survey to know which brands you would like to get in touch with for the participants. So our host will now be prompting the poll. So please note that by participating in this poll, you agree to share your email, name, and contact numbers to our presenters. This will help them contact you for their franchise packages. And you may select multiple brands based on your interests. So for our participants, you may click on the brands that you're interested in. So now may we ask the parting words of Minute Burger?
So before we end this webinar, no, I would like to remind those who are interested to grab our franchise offer. So we again have our economized packages for as low as 190,000 initial investment. So you can already get a Minute Burger franchise. So for more information for these economized packages, please visit our virtual expo. So we have posted a video there wherein some of the details not that's not in my presentation was shown. And also you can contact us through our website www.minuteburger.com. So thank you very much.
Thank you, Miss MJ. Now may we hear from Gaslight?
Hi, everyone. Thank you for your time for attending this. So one thing good about Gaslight is we are a commodity. Everyone will cook, especially the Class C D in market. We have a wider distribution channel for you. Just ring us up, follow our Facebook page, and then give us your contact details, and then we'll definitely get back to you. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Now may we hear from famous Belgian waffles?
Yes. Hi, everyone. Thanks again for listening. So if you want to know more about our offers, you may just visit our page in this virtual expo. You may also contact us at 0917-559-4318. And we also have our Facebook page. You can message us anytime. And then if you're a newbie into franchising and you're afraid of asking questions, please do not hesitate to contact us, and rest assured that we will guide you and manage your expectations accordingly. All right. Thanks again, and stay safe, everyone.
Thank you, Miss Monica. Now, can we hear first from LT&G, Sir
Hi,
Marco?
thank you, PFA, for this opportunity again. So for all those who are interested in knowing more about our brand, you can find us in Facebook, or you can just email us at LTNG, ltng.com. Okay, so this pandemic has really changed the business atmosphere, as we all know. So we have to really choose kung ano yung negosyo na papasukin natin if we want to have our own businesses. As I said earlier, we're one of the businesses that have continuously grown, even with this pandemic going on. So just feel free to contact us whenever you were interested. Thank you.
Thank you, Sir Marco. Now may we hear from Sir Ryan of Say5?
Hello. I'd like to thank PFA for this wonderful opportunity to invite and learn about Save 5 franchise. I'd like to invite all the franchisees, people who want to invest in a stable and reliable business. Check us out on Facebook. You'd see how we operate and grow this business from one store in May 2016 to 52 stores this year. So thank you, and I'd like to invite everyone to join us. Keep safe, everyone. You know, it's a Christmas season, and there's a lot. The pandemic is still there, so be safe. Thank you.
Thank you, Sir Ryan. Now may we hear from Miss Gladys of You Franchise?
Yes. Hi, and to all our attendees, as mentioned, we have over 200 brands that we can match or introduce you with. So let us help you po find the right franchise brand for you on a free one-on-one free consultation with our team. Please do visit our website at www.ufranchiseasia.com. And that's it. Thank you and happy holidays.
Thank you, Miss Gladys. Now may we hear from PLDT Enterprise, Miss Jayan?
Yes, thank you. To know more about the PLDT products and solutions, please visit our website at www.pldtenterprise.com, or you may directly contact me at jsangeles@pldt.com.ph. Ayun, so thank you PFA, Kat, Paula, and Merry Christmas to everyone. Let's become partners in achieving the digital transformation to survive the new normal.
Thank you, ma'am. Now may we hear from BPI, Sir Vince?
Yeah, hi. Thank you again, PFA, for having us today. Thank you to all the attendees. Again, we're BPI. We're excited to be part of your business journey. So please feel free to contact us. Let us know where you are in your business, and then we'll assist you. So again, Merry Christmas to all, Happy Holidays, and thank you for this morning.
There you have it. Thank you so much once again to our speakers and presenters, and of course to our participants for staying with us. This webinar is co-presented by BPI and PLDT Enterprise.
Thank you, everyone. This has been Kat Hereza, wishing everyone a great morning. Keep safe, stay healthy, and God bless everyone.
Yes, Kat, maraming salamat po for staying with us. This webinar is recorded. To view it again, just visit our Facebook and YouTube page at Philippine Franchise Association or our website at www.pfa.org.ph. Again, may we encourage to come and join us on the last day of Virtual Franchise Expo. Hanggang ngayong araw na lamang po ito, it's free, so grab this opportunity to browse and connect with the Philippines' most trusted franchise brands. It's visit www.franchiseasiaph.com/virtual-expo. Again, thank you so much for your support. This has been Paula Canua. Until next time on How to Invest in the Right Franchise webinar. Stay safe, everyone, and God bless. Maraming salamat our presenters and speakers.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Thank you. Thank
Thank
Happy
you.
you.
holidays.